Hi guys, you're welcome back to my channel. This is Venus Makeup. I'm a makeup artist based in the city of Abuja, Nigeria. Now for today's look, we're going to be creating this very beautiful look on this client. Please come along with me as I create this really dark smoky eyes. It's not going to be a talk to tutorial on the makeup. Today's tutorial we're going to be talking about business. Yes, I'm going to be giving like a few tips as to business aspects, pricing and all that. So come along with me on this journey. Now, one of the first things as a business entrepreneur, or rather as an entrepreneur in the makeup beauty space, you need to always put into consideration is your pricing. Pricing, I think, is one of the things that would either make you money or make you lose money. Know the right time to price, know the right amount to charge, and how to go about charging your what or your rate. Now I'm going to be dropping few points as to how my pricing technique works. These techniques are what I use. I am not trying to impose it on you or trying to make you do this your own way. To do this my own way. I'm only giving you my ideas into how I made it thus far in the industry. So feel free to pen down these ideas and incorporate them into your already existing ideas, or don't use it. Okay guys, so let's just go further into it. For pricing, one of the very basic things for me that it's a must do is calculation. I definitely calculate every single thing that I do, even before beginning to price or beginning to charge my price or my work. So let's say, for instance, I do a class abroad and I would definitely want to know how much that class cost me, how much my transportation into achieving that class cost, how much product I've been able to input in after the class. Do you understand? Let's say I'm just going to give you a very relatable idea. Let's say, for instance, you come for, or you rather you go for a class that was charged 450,000 naira, and you do not have any idea on how much to charge already. So I already paid 450,000 naira. I have spent another 400,000 naira into getting my products and all that. So that's roughly about 900,000 so far, right? Good. Now, mind you, when you go for classes, you need time to explore and perfect these classes even before you start to charge. You do not come back from a class and automatically become a badass. No, become that dope makeup artist you already see yourself to be. No, you're going to take time to perfect what was learned or what was taught. You're going to have to do on models. You're going to have to practice, and that's one of the things you have to practice. Once you've gone for a class and you know how much you've invested into it, practice to perfect. So along the lines of you practicing, let's say you spent another 100,000 naira into getting models, getting costume, getting fabrics, getting this and that. So you already know how much you put into the business. That's your capital. That's what you're looking forward into getting back, your return. So now that you know how much, you will now want to calculate how many people can you make up for in let's say in 1 week you can make up for 4 people. You look at the 6-month study, I should make up for, if I can make up for 4 people in 1 week, it means in a month I'm making up for 16 people. So in 16 times 6, do the math and divide it by your initial 1 million or 500,000, then you know how much you charge. All right, so I think a lot of people do not do this basic calculation, and that's why they always have issues. So I'm going to drop on the next screen for you to see what I'm trying to talk about in terms of the business calculation. Okay, So this is how it works. So 1 million naira is the total rate you've been able to put into the business, and then you can make up for 4 people in a week. Okay, so if you make up for 4 persons in 1 week, it literally means in another 1 month you make up for 4 people. 4 times 4 is 16 people is what you can make up for in a month. So them 16 times 6 months, that's 96 people in 6 months, and divided by your 1 million naira. So literally you should be charging 10,500 naira per month. I hope that makes sense and that helps you understand what I said in the first stage. So that means 10,500 naira is your capital per client. If you're charging 10,000 naira for a working session after investing 1 million naira, that's bad investment, because you're literally losing. You're not having to put into every other thing. You're losing. Yes, you're losing. So you should be aiming at charging 13, 15, because you want to make an extra box to cover up your transportation cost and every other thing. So that's how you're working it. First of all, you need to first of all understand how much you've put into it. That's not when you know how much you're charging, or if you're even making any profit at all. Like I said, this voiceover is literally on how to make money. You understand? You want to monetize your makeup journey. So yes, it is one thing to do for fun, but it's also another thing to make money out of. Okay, now we've talked about the first one, which is calculation. The second aspect to making money in the business industry is understanding your niche. Yes, that's number 2 point. If you want to monetize makeup platform very well, I think one of the basic things that you need to understand from your very beginning stage is understanding your niche. I came to realize this part really late, or rather late. So I didn't make as much money. I think I started making money 2021, and I started the business like 2014, 2015. So you can see how long it took me for me to understand my niche to be able to start monetizing makeup fully. And I know for all our makeup artists who are just starting in the industry, I wouldn't want you to go through that long phase. And if you're already a makeup artist and you're not monetizing as much as you want, that's probably because you have not understand your niche. Yes. Sorry guys, I have sore throat, sorry. Okay, so it's probably because you have not understood, or you've not taken out time to understand your niche. I know we've been hearing niche. What's niche? Oh god, what's niche? What do I have to do with this thing called niche? Okay, so first thing first, niche is understanding how you want to monetize your craft. Know where people want you. Know where you want people to come in. So if you are in a community where people like really subtle glam, that's where you want to build your tent. If you're in a community where you think a lot of people need makeup trainings, that's where you want to build your tent. If you're in a community where there are a lot of weddings, it means that's where you want to build your tent. If you're in a community where a few persons do not know how to do all these things online, that's where you want to build your tent. So understand what works for you. There are different aspects of monetizing this makeup. A few makeup artists are very good makeup artists but do not know how to teach. So why do you want to be a tutor, or why do you want to have a makeup academy when you do not know how to relate information to people? So it means you're not understanding your niche. Stick to being a good makeup artist and get paid for doing that. If you now know you're very good in teaching, why not put your strength into having an academy, train people, make money via academies, because there's a lot of money in academy. You do your crash programs, you do your you do basic courses, you do master classes, you do medium classes, you do one-on-one classes. These are literally ways to make money. And do you know the reason why you need to know your niche? Because each of these segments have their basic time frames. So let's say you have an academy, there are basic times where academy work more than weekend. So if you literally have an academy and you don't have jobs during the weekends, that's fine. Put your academy during the weekends and you're busy making money regardless. So if you have time to put your academy during the weekdays and still have time to make up for people during the weekends, you're maximizing both platforms and both opportunities. So you're making money during the weekdays and you're equally making money during the weekend, so you're not having to lose on both platforms. I think these are the things that makeup artists forget, and that's why it looks as though you're not making money. You're literally making money on just one platform when you can monetize all angles. Okay, so if you know how to teach and you understand your niche is teaching, have makeup academy, train people, do classes that might be quite affordable. Let's say you make a class for 50,000 as against 150,000 and you get 200 persons. Yes, I don't think I need to make a screen record for you to do this. Get a calculator, do 50,000 times 200 persons in a month. That's how much you're making. If you can't cover that with makeup services, you cover that in training and you're equally making as much money as you want to. Okay, so let's say you can do WhatsApp classes, and WhatsApp classes goes as you could do as low as 5,000 naira, and you get 100 persons. That's 500,000, and you have just a few recordings to share to people. What's going to take you? Just that it's going to be time consuming. It's going to need you to download and edit, and you also have to put it on your platform. Do you understand? But you are still monetizing the craft, and that is what this video is all about. This video is literally about you monetizing your makeup skill. You are not just a makeup artist for the name tag. You also want to monetize it. You also want to make cool bucks out of this. A lot of persons make money through makeup, so I believe you've not been doing things the right way. That's why I am here to give you my guide. All right, now number 3 platform, or number 3 way you want to monetize your makeup skill is by drop shipping. Drop shipping is you buying product, not necessarily buying product. You're going to meet a vendor who sells a large store of products, and because you don't have a lot of capital to keep those products with you, and it might be quite risky, because at the end of the day, if you buy a certain product and people do not buy them off you, your manufacturer won't get them back. So you want to do drop shipping because you do not have a lot of bucks. You want to meet them, tell them you want to sell, get pictures of what they have, tell your community, right? You want the community needs something, they tell you, you get it, they pay you, pay your vendor, and you keep the extra bucks. So those are means of you making money and maximizing every opportunity. Being a makeup artist right now is a little very tedious. In 2023, I think is worse, because the dollar rate is not smiling. Products keep going higher and higher. So I think it's time for you to sit, go back to your drawing board and check how much money you're making. If you're not making money and you feel like you're going back and not going forward, try to change things around, try to work things around, try to check new angles. If where you are is not working for you, your location too would also determine your pricing. You cannot stay in some certain location and want to make some certain amount. For instance, in the very beginning part of this video, I already spoke about calculating how much you put into the business. So if you are in a rural area where people barely feed, or where people can hardly buy a bag of rice, a carton of Indomie noodles, now not Indomie, a carton of noodles, because Indomie is like a brand. A carton of noodles now is literally about 8,000 to 10,000 naira, depending on the brand you're buying. And then you want people to come and do makeup. Let me be frank with you, makeup is expensive. Yes, I know that, but a lot of people think it's luxury service, because at the end of the day, you clean your face when your makeup is done. The highest you can take your makeup is 2 days for people who can or who want to and do not mind their skin getting bad. I've told them wearing makeup for that long period, okay? But some other persons will literally take it off at night, or not even get to night. Maybe when they're done with their event, they've taken the makeup off. They only have the memories to show for it. So some people will not want to go and pay a lot of money when they know at the end of the day, they won't. It's not a long life, it's not a lifelong thing. All right, so If you are in some certain locations, you can't charge your worth. You have to leave those locations and try as much as you can to move further into locations that will pay you. Okay, now number 5. Yes, number 5. Please, I know this might not be what you want to hear, but like I said at the very beginning, this worked for me and it might not work for you, or it may work for you. If you do not have money to get a big studio, please work according to your budget. Yes, you could do home to home delivery. Yeah, you go to meet them, or you make up in your house. Yes, you're going to get a store of 1 million naira and you already have a 1 million naira to make up. That's 2 million naira. So you legit have to be making 20,000 naira for working without gain, right? So please start according to your bucket. You can meet up your client. You can squat with another makeup artist. Both of you split the rate. You have your coming time. You have your working time. Then as it Okay, I hope I've been able to convince you and not confuse you. But if I convinced you, please do not forget to subscribe to my channel and thumbs up. Share this video to other well-meaning makeup artists that you want also to succeed, and save this video for future reference. All right, if you also want me to do or have any tutorial, don't forget to drop them in the comment section. I would respond to them individually. If you also want me to talk about any business aspect, I will. I've seen a lot of us comment about my lightning technique. Thank you very much. Along the lines of this platform, we're here to stay. I'll be making video reference to how I set up my light, so do not forget to turn on your notifications so you'll be among the first person to watch our videos. All right, thank you so much, and I cannot wait to see you in our next tutorial. And I hope you enjoyed the tutorial that I did not have to explain the product. Okay, love you guys. Love you so much from the depth of my heart. Thank you.